Good afternoon, and welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to another episode of our Crackpack modded Minecraft Let's Play series. So if you recall last episode, we set up that mechanism digital miner. Now I will say before we get started, it was brought to my attention that... tell you what, I probably forgot. Yeah, I forgot to change that config file. But it was brought to my attention that if you take a diamond and compress it in the enrichment chamber and get this compressed diamond, you can actually use that to make like the refined obsidian, and it's going to go a lot farther. I think it's like 9 times as much. So we really didn't have to use so many diamonds. We should have instead just compressed them. That was my bad. So if you're doing something that requires a lot of diamonds, or the same can be done with obsidian, redstone, coal, the compressed carbon, you know, definitely compress it down, and it's going to save you a lot more materials if you do that instead. So just a heads up on that, and thank you for bringing that to my attention. Since last episode, I've done a bit of building up here. If you notice, building this around the edge, it's just living stone and a little bit of mana glass. And then I've also done a bit of landscaping over here, mainly just this main stretch here. And then I also added an enrichment chamber into our workshop room and got some speed upgrades in that, speed and efficiency. And then I did the same over here. I put speed and efficiency in these machines as well, so that you know, they can try to keep up with the amount of what is that, oxygen? Okay. So that it can try to keep up with this, but if you notice, it's still piling up with ores. It's way outproducing what our system's getting. And then also in here, we've got a ton of metals. I've added an additional modular storage because our other one filled up, and as you can tell, we're piling up with stuff from that. This one is totally filled up with stuff. And then this one is just additional things and whatnot. So I was thinking, and I decided that actually, well, I was wanting to move forward with blood magic, but we have no emeralds. So in order to make our blood orb, our tier 2 blood orb, we're going to have to get an emerald. So I may just end up trading with the villagers or something to get that. But you'll notice that I do have enough reinforced slates so that we could build out and, you know, move forward with that. However, the rune that I want to get is, I want to do runes of sacrifice, and so we're going to have to get our tier 2 blood orb for that. Tier 2 or higher. I guess we could just fill it up with runes and then make the tier 3 maybe, perhaps, but we're just gonna wait. We're gonna get an emerald, and then once we get that, we can make our transposers, and or that's not what they're called, is it? Teleposers, sorry. And once we get those, we'll once we get our tier 4 blood altar and get teleposers, we'll start getting into Thaumcraft some. Teleposers just make it so much easier to move nodes and whatnot. So since we got them, we're going to go ahead and use them. But this episode, we're going to be working on applied energistics, because I feel like it's about time. Plus, that way we can start running the wires and everything, getting our base all plugged in for applied energistics. So I feel like some mods are kind of behind. I still want to get into immersive engineering, which we haven't even started, and I know there's a few other mods like that that we haven't really started that I want to get started, but I think it's about time to get started with applied energistics. So I went around and got some presses and a little bit of skystone to get us started. So let's go ahead. Now this pack does have AE2 stuff, so we will be diving directly into like the crystal growth chamber and the advanced inscriber. But the first thing that we're going to want is, of course, going to be a controller. So, well, we're going to need an engineering processor for that. So, let's see. We'll go ahead and get our inscriber. And we're going to need some fluids for that. So let's get a bucket of water. And let me actually grab some cobble too, so that we can build something to store the water in. And hey, it just so happens we have infinite water sources everywhere. So for right now, until I get the building built for the AE system, we're just going to set up right over here, I think. And let's see, we're going to want some... Oh, don't tell me I don't have... Oh, pretty sure. Yeah, I've got glowstone. Okay, I'll just grab a stack. We'll get a stack of... Well, we're not going to have a stack. Never mind. We'll do that. And we'll just make as much of it as we can right now. And I'll tell you what, let me take off this, because I don't have solignolias set up. So, solignolias, whatever. And we'll give that just a second. That's not right, is it? We need nether quartz. I don't know what I was thinking. My bad. I apologize. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. And now, let's go ahead and get our inscriber. Let's see, do we have any... I bet we don't have any pistons made, do we? Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to get some sticky pistons made up. Well, I guess it won't take but a second. And I still need to go... get some wood for this. I go out and I get it for carpenter's box, but I always forget to grab it for our storage. And I still need to automate that. I feel like there's so much going on in this pack that certain things that I need to be doing, I end up getting sidetracked and not getting it done. That was something I was actually going to work on. Then I started building up there, and it's been a while building and just totally slipped my mind. So I do apologize for that. Alright, so there's that. And let's see, this won't... Yeah, okay, it will. I was thinking it wouldn't connect into straight power source, but apparently it does. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's go ahead and get ourselves... Let's see, what do we need to make the advanced inscriber? Engineering processors. Okay, so I was afraid of. Diamond's one of the things we don't have a whole lot of, but I think we've got enough to get us through. Engineering processors, we're not going to tend to really use them a whole lot at the start, so we'll get that made. And then the controller, oh, there it is. Okay, couldn't find it. Okay, that takes an engineering processor as well, so let's go ahead and grab... Oh, I forget that this one we can't put in more than one at a time. And we could automate it, but we're going to be changing it out fairly quickly, so we're not going to worry about that right now. And then we're going to need some silicon. Oh, you know what? I never set up our system to automatically make silicon. Give me 1 second. I'm going to run over and... Oh, I don't know why I'm going over here. I still need to get this moved over. as well. I'm going to get some silicon just by sag milling some sand, and then I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. So I got a little bit of silicon made, and now we're all set to get our presses done. And if you want to know how to automate this, I did cover it in a recent video. I've been doing, you know, if you haven't seen it, I've been doing a just a short series covering, originally it was just going to be one video, but it's become kind of like a short series. Oh, I could have smelted it right over here. Covering applied energistics, like kind of more advanced stuff than what we're covering right here, but we'll go ahead and get this sky stone smelting. And just need one more piece. There we go. Grab that, and let's get our controller. Oh, we have to use pure fluids for that. Oh, I forgot. I didn't realize. Okay. Well then, let's go ahead and head towards the crystal growth chamber then. So we're going to need 6 of these crystal growth accelerators. We're going to need ME glass cable, Fluix blocks. So let's see, we're going to need 6 of these blocks. And then let's go ahead and the glass cable, we're going to need some quartz fiber, which is nether quartz dust and glass. So let's go ahead and grab that. I may have to run over and get some more glass. I promise by next episode I'll get the our cobble gen moved over here. Fairly soon we'll be automating it, you know, kind of like inputting it into our AE system and everything, so that's going to help us out quite a bit. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and get this stuff up crafted. And then we'll get ourselves some of this ME glass cable. And go ahead and grab that. Okay, and then the last thing that we're going to want, is it more glass? Quartz glass, okay. So, actually, let me go get some glass, and let me get, actually, I guess we just need glass. Never mind. So we'll head on back, because we've already got that nether quartz getting processed, so that's not going to be an issue then. Alright. And we'll grab that, and we should be good to get this stuff crafted now. And we'll go ahead and go with that. 6 of those, that's great. And then we just need a chest and a hopper. Let's see, do I have any chests by chance? No. And I'm also gonna do my best to remember to automate some wood for us, because this is getting kind of rough, actually. Okay. And oh, we're gonna need 2 chests. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Get that out of here. Okay. That. And then we should be good to, oh, you know what? We need some more. Okay. Now we're good to go. Grab that, and I believe this can just hook in No, we can't. Cool. Okay, that's kind of a pain. So what we're going to do is, let's make the, what is it, the power provider? Find it here. I don't usually make this block. I usually skip it. Energy acceptor. So we're just going to need some fluix crystal, some quartz glass, and some iron. Not too big of an issue for us. And we'll set this right there. So now this has power. This will actually plug in and provide power to our system. So, actually, I'm curious about something. It won't help me at this point since I've already crafted that thing, but I wonder if we could have just done this. Yes. Okay, well that's an easy way to get power to your system starting out. Is just hook it into an inscriber. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and we're going to want some pure fluix, I believe. That's correct. So let's go ahead. We're going to sag mill up some of this fluix crystal. We'll give it just 1 second. And then we can combine it with our sand, get our fluix seeds. And now we can get these growing. Oh, no, I lied. That does not work. Okay. My bad. So you will have to use the energy acceptor. Thought for a second I'd found something amazing. Okay. And we'll give them just a second to get crafted up. And now to get our advanced inscriber, we're going to need some engineering processors, which we've already got those. Okay, we're good to go on that. So let's go ahead, we'll get that crafted up really, really quick. So we're going to want a couple hoppers. That. That. And we should be all set. Alright, and we'll just set this up right there. That'll just make our lives a whole lot easier when it comes to crafting things. And let's go ahead and, for right now, we'll get some silicon being made up while we continue working on our AE system. And now we should be good to make our controller. Oh, and one thing that's worth noting, let's grab this. And if you get this crystal growth chamber, oh, it doesn't do it. Okay. I know it'll do the, like the water with the charged Certus, and I couldn't remember if it would do that for us. So for example, if I grab some Certus here, and then I grab, you know, a few pieces of nether quartz, I can throw this stuff in there and get fluix crystal that way. So when it comes to automating the crystal growth, the crystal growing stuff, we can still do the charged the fluix in that. So it's just really, really handy. But let's go ahead and we'll get our ME controller. And so now we can have an actual AE system. Haha. Alright. And now that we've got that, the next thing we're going to want to make is going to be a terminal. We'll go ahead and just go for the crafting terminal. We're going to need a calculation processor, which we've got that running. And an ME terminal, we're going to need a logic processor, multiples of those, and then we're also going to want this illuminated panel. So let's actually grab that glowstone back. And we'll get this crafted. And we're going to need some Fluix dust, Certus quartz, and nether quartz. Okay. So not too much of an issue. We'll go ahead and get this Certus quartz, or this, sorry, not Certus quartz dust, Fluix, go ahead and get that stuff compressing, or getting sag milled. And we're going to want a couple of these to get started. And then just some Certus. And some nether quartz. And let's go ahead and pull that out. And we'll get our logic processors going. Six of those should be fine for right now. And give me just a second. I'm going to get some of these processors made up for us, and then I'll be back once we're ready to go with that. Okay, welcome back. So I've got our logic processors. We're going to want some of these. Oops. Oh, that's right. I put up that Certus. Okay. I didn't put it up. I've got it in there. I made seeds and made some pure Certus with it. So we're going to want formation cores, and let's actually, well, we'll stick with one set for right now. And annihilation cores. And then we'll get our terminal. And this, this. We'll grab our crafting table. And then lastly, let's get one of these calculation processors. And there we go. So we have our crafting terminal now. And then the other thing we're going to want to get started is just an ME drive. We'll need a couple engineering processors and Fluix cable. So let me see. We should have enough diamond. Yeah, just enough. We're hanging in there by the skin of our teeth here. And let me go ahead and pull this stuff out. Get our diamond in there and our, oh, there we go, engineering processor. And we'll give this just 1 second here. Okay. Couple pieces of redstone, couple printed silicon, and we'll be in business. And we'll at least have a drive to put our storage containers in, or our storage cells. And we'll go ahead and hook this up. Tell you what, for now we'll just stick it right there. And then for our terminal, for right now, let's go ahead and just bring this up. And plug in our crafting terminal. So that's all good to go. Now we're going to need some kind of a storage for it. And I'm thinking, let's see. We're going to need a lot of logic processors. Calculation. And I believe this one, yeah, we don't have diamonds for that right now. But let's go ahead. We'll make a couple 4Ks, I think, to get started. And so let's get some logic processors being made. Let me grab a bit of gold here. And we'll need 3, 6, 9. Yeah. That sounds good to me. And we'll let that run. And I'm going to go ahead and cut camera while I wait for these to get created. And then I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, welcome back. So I just got some nether quartz because we're going to need some more quartz glass. And let's see. Let's go ahead and get a bit of this made up. And then we're going to need quite a bit of these. And you know what? We're going to need more Certus, which I've actually got some growing in here. That'll work for now. And then for the 4Ks, we're going to need just redstone mainly. And what do we miss? Oh, we're missing redstone. Didn't realize I'd used up all of that I had grabbed. So we'll grab those, and then we're just going to want the storage cell, which is just a bit of iron and stuff. Oh, we're out of iron. Whoops. Okay. So there's a couple 4Ks to get us started. And then I want to go ahead and get the... Just because it's a personal preference of mine, I'm really kind of particular about the way everything's sorted. Oh, we're going to need a... Okay, we got calculation processors. Never mind. So let's get 6. Okay, I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do. Just to kind of get some of this wood used up in here. Get our chest, and let's get our cell workbench. Oh, you know what? I need wool. Okay. And let's set this up just right here. We'll put in our first cell, and we're going to tell it pretty much... Actually, let's... Tell you what we're going to do. This first cell, let's go ahead. Oops. Clear the settings on it. Let's throw it in there, and let's go ahead and just chuck all this junk into there. So that basically it's going to remember that it holds just all this assorted crap related to applied energistics. And then we'll also go ahead and grab, say, all of this stuff. And then maybe also some Certus quartz. And that should be good. Okay, so this has 21 different types. That's good, because we don't want to put too many types in this, honestly, because it's kind of small. So once it, if we were to put, like, say 63 types in there, we're not going to have a whole lot of storage left over as far as space goes. And we'll just go ahead and partition that so it's locked. It's not going to accept any new item types. Then we'll throw in the next drive. And let's go ahead and let's get ingots in particular. especially like gold. I'll tell you what, let's just grab all of this stuff. There we go. And we'll start filling this one up. Now, probably in the future, we'll start, you know, once we have diamonds and stuff to spare, we'll start setting up some larger drives. It's just right now we're really hurting on diamonds after last episode. I need to go do some manual mining, I think, maybe after this episode. I'll go do a bit of that. But we'll get this like really packed full with all these different ingots. So give me just a second. I'm going to continue loading this down, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, welcome back. We've got 26 different types of items in there. So we're going to cut it off right there. And there we go. So now our system has quite a bit of things in here. Let me actually change the terminal style. Oh, that's as tall as we're going to be able to get it with this GUI size. Okay. And we'll go ahead and the search box, let's go ahead and synchronize it with a NEI. So if we were to look up Ender.io, there we go. So all of our items come up. Alright. So now we kind of have the basics of our AE system set up. Now the last thing, let me look here. I don't know if we'll be able to... Actually, I know we probably will have a hard time pulling this off right now. Maybe not. No, we'll go ahead and set up... Okay. Yeah, we've got some of those. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and set up just a 4K crafting, auto crafting thing. I think, or we might, I don't know, molecular assembler, we could do that, and we could do the interface, I'm sure, yeah. So we'll go ahead and set one up. We just won't be able to do any crafting co-processing units right now. So let's go ahead, what are we missing to make another 4K? Nothing. Cool. Okay, so we'll grab... Oh yeah, can't store it in there. Got everything locked down right now. We'll get that. And then we're going to get our crafting unit. Our 4K crafting storage. And then we'll get our molecular assembler. We just need some wood. Okay. Oh, you know what? Is this gonna work with since this is an Atura? Oh, damn it. Set that there for right now until I figure out what I want to do with that. Okay. There we go. We'll get our molecular assembler, and then we will get our interface. And we're going to need some more of these cores, so let's go ahead and get those crafted. Oops. Oh, do we not have any pure Sardis on us? Yeah, we do. Oh no, it's not pure Sardis, is it? We need the nether quartz. Okay. Forgot I don't have that in the system at the moment. There we go, and now we should be able to get our interface. And there we go. And then we'll get some cable. Okay. And we'll just set this up. Oops. I think we can just actually bring it out over here. Okay, and then we're going to want to get ourselves a pattern terminal, which we're going to need an engineering processor for. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. So give me just a second. I'm gonna figure out something. Okay, yeah, I might go mining for a second. So I'll be back in just a minute once I... Okay, welcome back. We should be all good to go now. So we got our ME terminal. Oops. And then we're going to want our... Where's it at? Crafting terminal. There it is. Okay. So we'll grab that, and then we'll get our pattern terminal. Oh, you know what? There we go. And then let's just plug this in. I'm thinking right here would be fine. And actually, while we're at it, let's go ahead and get another crafting unit. And then our very first crafting co-processing unit. Oh. And then we'll plug these in. I'm thinking just right here is fine. And as long as this is a cuboid shape, it'll connect. So now we have crafting storage. So the first thing we're going to want is, let's get ourselves a pattern. And we're going to need some glowstone. I'm going to have to add some more item storage and stuff into this, actually. But for right now, we'll change up one of these ME drives. I guess this one. We'll add glowstone to it. Okay. So we'll make a pattern, and then we're going to teach this over here to make blank patterns. Okay. And so now we should be able to request a blank pattern. And we'll give it just a second. And oh, it's not going in there because these ME drives. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more of these made. I just didn't want to fill up our initial, just the 4K ones, because they're so small. I usually try to avoid using these, but we're just, I mean, we need a storage system pretty bad. So now if we request a blank pattern, oh, it's because that's locked up. So we'll just go in here and we'll cancel that. Request a pattern, and there we go. So we got a blank pattern. And then we got this one. And then of course we'll teach this system to also make other things like our annihilation cores and formation cores. And I'm going to have to set this ME drive up to hold nether quartz. Okay. We'll put that in there, and we will let's see, that was formation, so we'll teach you how to make annihilation cores. And right now I'm not going to worry about the pure nether quartz. Oh, shoot. Okay. And there we go. So we got some basic stuff in there. I'll keep working on it between this episode and next. We definitely need some more storage cells. I'll try to make some 16Ks, and those we'll just leave open to just store whatever. I just kind of wanted to be a little bit picky with just these 4Ks because they're so small, and we really do have a lot of stuff to put in them, like all these ingots and stuff. So anyway, I think we'll end the episode out there. If you enjoyed it, as always, please comment, like, subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. And next episode, I'm kind of wanting to kill the Wither fairly soon, and the way we're going to do that is first we're going to go a decent ways into IC2. So we may start working on some IC2 next episode, and we might touch on the blood magic if I can find an emerald, which I may just go to a village and trade for one or something to get us set on that. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah. So I hope you guys join me for that next episode, and until then, do take care, and I hope to see you guys then.